Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly focus for March the 4th through to the 10th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for being here. And let's get to the cards, shall we? I have Dylan hair all over, so it always feels like I'm breathing it in. Probably am. Okay, here we go. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords this week is about only trusting a select few, first and foremost. There's somebody who means ill will. That could definitely be. Somebody is trying to sabotage you. Somebody's trying to tear you down. Somebody's trying to make you look smaller so they look bigger. Somebody is, pretending to be a friend when in fact they want to stab you in the back. I often use for this card, it's Monday morning and you're in the elevator, you're going to work, and your buddy's in the elevator with you, and you say, I had this most amazing idea to double productivity in the office. And you go on to tell them about it, and you go, what do you think? And they go, oh, that sounds really good. And yeah, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to tell the boss about it. I'm just going to hit the washroom first, I'll meet you in there. And you get off the elevator, you separate, you come back from the washroom, and you go to walk in and you see your buddy that was in the elevator with you shaking hands with the boss. Totally taking your idea and running with it. So be careful who you are sharing things with this week, okay? Especially the closer to the heart they are, the more you want to keep them kind of to yourself, not give it to other people for ammunition. There's also a sense of understanding what has value and what does not have value, and leaving some things in the rearview mirror for ourselves. It's almost like, this death and rebirth is kind of happening here. And in order for you to really have the things come into your life that you want to come into your life, you know that there are things that have to leave your life to make room for, to make way for. We have the Two of Swords. Two swords on the table already. A 7 and a 2. Decisions. There's a decision that needs to be made. This is a hard decision on your part. It's full of emotion. It's going to take a courage, definitely, to make this decision. A courage, maybe you know that the decision you need to make is not going to be very popular. There's some kind of worry or tension, or maybe you don't want to participate in however, maybe you've thought it through and the way forward is not a very pleasant way forward for you. And so you'd like an option B. But that option B isn't there, okay? We can't barter with it. We have to look within. Now, we are looking within here. We are blindfolded in this card. So we're not going to find the answers in the external world. We have to look within. And then we have to take that advice and go with it. Knight of Swords, another sword. Now it's a knight. So really we're gaining a new kind of clarity or perception this week, okay? With this many swords already on the board. Okay? It's quite obvious that you need to back it up a little bit and observe what's going on around you. Okay, so that you can, but you want to go forward. I mean, this is an energy where we want to, it feels like there's this sense of freedom about us, or we want to bring in joy, we want to bring in beauty, and we see maybe the way to do this, or we're chasing after that path to, maybe we're starting to investigate, like maybe you want to make your home a little bit more of a comfort zone, so you are watching all kinds of YouTube videos on how to redo a room, okay, on your own, different color schemes, and learning little tricks and things like that, because you're ready to move forward in a way. You could be wanting to move forward in work. You're going to go after that promotion, you're going to go after that raise in pay, you're going to go for that job title. Maybe we want this in love. Maybe we're ready to allow somebody into our life, or we are at that point where it's time to work on the relationship that we're in. Or it could be our health and well-being, that we're feeling this new surge of energy. So, I mean, it's very, very early here, but we are looking, we are investigating, we want to move forward. We have the World card. There are some loose ends. Do need to tie up some loose ends before we go forward. We know there's a brand new world awaiting us, a brand new path, a brand new world awaiting you. And so we are preparing for those things. And I think the way we are preparing the most is, well, we've got to make those decisions. But I kind of get this letting go kind of energy. Rear view mirror. I keep seeing a rear view mirror. Okay? We're leaving things behind so that we can go forward with a brand new energy. And we are looking at where we need the completion in our life, where we need the endings, where we need to make room for what we want to invite into our lives. Work and career, we have the Judgment card. So there could be some kind of raise, promotion, recognition come your way when it comes to work, when it comes to career. Don't be too judgmental of yourself, but in the same sentence, I'm going to tell you to look at what you are doing within the workplace, and is it where you need to put your energy? King of Swords, we're getting a direction. We're looking for a new opportunity, perhaps. We're looking for a new adventure. We're looking for a new learning experience. But we're not content where we're at. I don't think one of you are truly content. There's this movement that we want that push forward in some way. And so maybe we are designing the landscape right now of what needs to be done. We could get a little pushy when it comes to where we want to go, wanting it to happen in the now. I think we have to wait a little bit in order for that divine energy to really come in and have that divine timing that it does. But I think what we are doing is we are looking at what no longer works in our life, what no longer supports us, where we don't feel that comfort zone anymore. It was a comfort zone, but now it kind of feels like it's closing in on us. And we need to branch out. We need to explore. We need to step into a new opportunity or a new learning experience or a learning experience so we can step in to the new opportunity. This is about going forward with this strength, with this determination. Okay, and it is. No, we've had a knight, we've had a queen. It is our first king on the board. Okay. And we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's about embracing something new and yeah, it's close to your heart. Okay, the Ace of Cups. This is about embracing. And you know what? This card looks like it's faded and everything, but really, uh, it's just the way they did the card. It just turns into light. So that cup is filled with a light, an energy, a vitality, a purpose. Okay, so this could also be growing your stature in the community or something. You are, standing up and being seen for what you can do within an organization or a group to better the community, better the world in some way. But this is a real passion of yours. This is a dream. This is a desire. This is a want. And I think that if you look at how to plan to step into some of this stuff or really understand what it is you want to step into, or because you've done some great work here, because we started with the Judgment card. But maybe you want to take it in a new direction. Maybe this is your time. Maybe this is your opportunity, because if you're being recognized or you're getting that promotion, you're getting that raise in pay, people are looking at you right now. Still, there's something that we need to tie up. There's some kind of loose ends. Well, that's 3 cards. Let's go over here and grab a card. We have the Nine of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus on your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So, give it up to God. Give it up to your angels. If you're having a hard time letting go of something or working through something or healing from something, this is a time to give it up to your angels. Let them take care of it for you, okay? Your worry is unnecessary. So stop trying to pick it apart and overanalyze and overthink. Okay, it's not a time to overthink. It's a time definitely to think about it, but not overthink. We also want to put in some kind of action here. Okay, action in maybe it's changing our behaviors and habits under this time, where we say, okay, if I really want to step into that position, then I'm going to have to be an early riser, or I'm going to have to be more self disciplined, or I'm going to have to be less of a procrastinator, or I'm going to have to be whatever it might be for you, and start to work those things into your world in some way. Understand what habits have to go and what habits have to come into being in order to really, because overthinking, we don't want to overthink. We want to start moving progressively towards that goal, that dream, that desire, and setting it into motion. I think there's some stuff that we have to do prior to that opportunity actually coming in, or that opportunity has come in, but we're unable to step into it for some reason yet. Does that make sense to you? Let's grab another card. Maybe we'll get more clarity here. We have decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. I need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So did you mess up in the past where you really don't think that you can do this? You don't have it, or maybe somebody gave you the opinion that you shouldn't do something like that because you just don't have a gift or a talent for it. Well, that was their opinion, okay? That wasn't supposed to be carved into stone. So know that if you truly wanted it in your life, yes, there is a way. If there's a will, there's a way. You ever hear that one? It's been around for a long time for a reason, because it's true. Release yourself from that which holds you back. So we were just talking about those habits and behaviors a little bit. The lovers, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. The power of love. So if you have a passion, a dream, a desire, okay? The power of love. Get excited about it. Fill yourself with passion. Fill yourself with enthusiasm. Okay, get some kind of momentum going, some kind of drive going. Get creative. Build the momentum. For love and relationship, we have the Two of Wands. What do you want to come in for when it comes to your relationships? You know, is it harmony? Is it beauty? Queen of Swords. This is turning the attention on the other person, allowing them to see their worth, their value. That they understand why you love them, what is so special about them. I think that this is a beautiful week to share some of those things with them. Say, I love it about, when you do this or when you do that. I had this one boyfriend. He always picked up the coffees on the way to my house, even though I had a coffee pot. And I said, I can make the coffee. You don't have to spend your money. But it was, need to get a little donut or something, and he'd bring it over. And it was just, because that's what and I said, I love how giving you are. I love how you're always thinking of how to just make my day a little bit brighter. And let them know that you see them. You see them for all the love and beauty that they bring into your life. The harmony. This is also about tough love, okay? If you're having a situation, okay, tough love. You can love them and hate them at the same time. It's very true, okay? So if the other ways haven't been working, I don't want you to compromise yourself. I don't want you to give in. I don't want you to, give up a part of yourself in trying to make their world a little bit better, because I think that's what you're trying to do here. You're trying to let them see themselves in, so this is somebody you love. It's not necessarily, your significant other or your spouse. It could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be somebody in the community you hold dear to your heart, okay? But this is your very close circle, your best friend, okay? You want them to see what you see when you look at them. But if they're acting out, and adults can act out quite well, you kind of have to, be a little bit harder in your approach. But you can't sacrifice a part of yourself away in doing it. You can't give up a part of yourself in order to bring in the harmony. In fact, I think you have to allow some disruption in order for the beauty and the harmony to really manifest. Oh, look at this. I grabbed two cards from here. What do we got? We got the Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles here. You have to make a decision. Going forward, in some way, you are leaving a part of what you do love behind. So maybe you're leaving a relationship to go into a new relationship. I mean, that's something that we could do. And you love certain parts about the relationship you're leaving, but you have to leave it because there's so much more being offered here. And this could be in circles of friendships too, right? Where even though you enjoy being, around those people, you're really not getting anything out of being with them. And so it might be a group that you really like being a part of, and every Wednesday night you meet, and it's a wonderful experience, and you love the people. But lately it's just not, it almost feels like a wasted hour or two in your life. You're not taking anything out of it anymore. It did bring in harmony, it did bring in beauty, but it's no longer the case. This could be a family setting where, we have to make our own traditions going forward, because I don't want to, maybe it's a certain holiday and you love that holiday, but when we all get together, we go to their house and with their family, and they just don't do it like I want it to be done, kind of stuff. So even though I enjoy this thing, we need to move forward. It's these kinds of settings, okay, that we're looking at, and it's important to make some decisions too, okay? It doesn't really matter what decision you come up with. Making the decision. It's not allowing things to just fall into place or just things to come about. We got the Moon. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. So what's the fear? What's the fear in having that dialogue with them? Of letting them know exactly how you feel about how the beauty and the harmony need to be in the relationship. I get this beauty and harmony over and over again. Growing the relationships deeper. What is the next step? Why are we stopped at this level? Why are we not taking the next step? What is pulling us back? What is not allowing us to really embrace each other in the way we should? We have the honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I was thinking the holidays too, right? So there you go. So maybe it's about, having like, okay, so next time Thanksgiving comes around, you go on a trip, and, you go on a cruise or something, and we got the water there, we got the boat. So, so you won't be home for that. And you go and you create your own magic in your own way, yeah, on your own terms. So maybe we're looking at our routines, maybe we're looking at our habits and behaviors when it comes to certain parts of the relationship and what we do together as a couple, as best friends. And we're changing it up. We're changing it more in line with what brings you the harmony and beauty that is needed. I kind of get you as the center here. And I also get this worry that you'll try and compromise in order to make everything wonderful in the world. And that might serve as a band-aid, but it's still festering underneath. The band-aid only, we just don't see the festering until we rip that band-aid off. And then we've got a bigger mess to deal with. Because now we have to back up. We have to say, you know what, I said this, but I really didn't mean it, and it's not working for me. Knight of Pentacles, go with the flow. Trust in your own I heard intelligence. Your own faith in yourself, your own belief in yourself, to tap into your courage and your strength, and just show up, be present, and to go with the flow a little bit on to what is happening in your life. Don't fight it. Don't be fighting it right now. We got the Ace of Wands. Okay, we want that balance to come in, and we're trying to figure out where we want that new experience to come in and still have everything balanced. I get a lot about you need things to change in your life in order for the new growth to really happen. Queen of Pentacles. This is the time for you to really consider of where you want to go, how you want to go forward. What do you want to step into? Where do you want to be in 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? I think it's vitally important for you to look at those things throughout the week, okay? And definitely look at your relationships throughout the week and see where you want those true changes to be. Maybe you're meeting new people, more like-minded people. Maybe the people that you hang around with now pull you down or criticize you in some way, and you know that you need to break away from that if you're ever going to build the courage up to step into other areas of your life, because you need that support. You need that. I get a lot of thinking here happening, a lot of contemplation, a lot of observation, in order to bring in the clarity and the perception of what is truly needed going down. And yes, so I really understand the Two of Swords here now for you, because we have to make some decisions, and they're not going to be easy decisions to make. We have the Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. Do you need a miracle right now in order for everything to work? Because here's the card saying that the miracles are on the way. You just need to show up. Give it your concentration. Give it your effort. Do your part. The Dragon, discover your courage. Yeah, I get the sense that you have to build your courage a little bit here and stand in your own independence and what you want and what you need in order to move forward. It can't be about everybody else this week. It has to be about you, your desires, your wants. We have the Year of the Dragon too, so. And then we have the Epiphany, seek clarity. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. You're trying to bring in the clarity. You're trying to bring in the understanding of how to move forward with a sense of grace, I hear. And a strength and a courage that surrounds you. I once again, we go back to, where was it? The very, 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 very beginning. The Seven of Swords is out here. The Two of Wands is out here. Okay, so right now it's that conversation with us. Well, seemingly ourselves. In order to gain some definition, in order to gain some clarity, understanding of how to move forward. I see you wanting to release a lot in your life, or certain things in your life for sure this week. It could be people, it could be situations, it could be thoughts, the way you do things, behaviors, habits. It could be right across the board that you're kind of cleaning house in certain areas of your life. Maybe each part of your life, you're looking at certain things that just need to go in order to bring in the beauty, in order to bring in the harmony, in order to really allow that opportunity or that adventure to show up in your life. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.